Hey man, what it do, what it does, what the business be like. Hey, I'm vibing to this 7 minute drill since the beef, the rap battle, rap beef back and forth might be over soon, at least for J. Cole portion of it. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Wherever you tuning in, have you tuning in. It is the BTSE 365 podcast. I'm back. This is probably like my fifth take tonight. I can tell I'm rusty when it comes to ain't recorded in like 2 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know. I done lost track. Life changes, man, trying to get settled in. But no excuses, man. No excuses. I recorded a whole show the other day. No audio. Shout out to Jay for letting me know, man. No audio on the video or on the regular audio pod. Like zero audio. That's what I get for trying to switch things up and do something different and all that without doing the proper work prior to trying to rush things and all that. But hey, no excuses. Because if you know, like I know, what excuses are, you wouldn't give them. But we back now. We up. We up. We up. And as always, I ain't gonna hold you long. And shout out to the main sponsor, Upkeep Cleaning Service, 901-701-7226. Get at them. Tell them Bigg sent you. Let me quit moving my green screen on the way so I won't keep fading in the back. Tell them Bigg sent you. Might get the Bigg special. Don't know. You might not. But yeah, shout out to the Price of Wings podcast, food podcast. My guy Neek hosts. I was on that the other day. Shout out to the 808s and Chair Shots Wrestling Pod. Great people over there, man. Jill. I don't want to mess up her name. I believe it's Andrea. God, I hope I'm not wrong. And Neek. So yeah, shout out to them, man. Also, we got a chance to talk a little wrestling. Wrestlemania 40, of course. That was the whole thing. But I opened up the show with 7-minute drill and the whole J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, possibly Drake beef, battle, dissing, whatever. I thought it was good, healthy competition. I thought, K. Dot saying what he said, and then J. Cole not waiting too long to respond. A lot of people didn't like the response. I thought the response was dope. I thought it was good. Some people say the beat. I don't know. But y'all gotta understand the track that Kendrick was on is a damn near a 3-6 track. So of course it's gonna hit different. I don't know, man. I guess I'm in the mindset of friendly competition never hurt. I heard Vince Staples get way too deep on it. I'm speaking from a fan perspective, not a fan who want nobody to hurt nobody. Don't want to see nobody getting beat up, shot up, none of that. Just, hey, you think you the best? I think I'm the best. These are the shots we gonna throw. Didn't see nothing wrong with it until J. Cole turned all light skin. And it's like he got on his own. Now he in Dreamville, his home city, his hometown. Heavy hitters in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? 50,000 people there to see him. And he say, I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar. I think you're a dope artist, This ain't been sitting well with my spirit and I ain't been able to sleep. We're going to take that record down. That's a lie. I'm still listening to it on streaming. So was that you were just flogging, just saying that? I don't know, but I'm gonna let it go. If he say it didn't sit right with his spirit, who am I to be like, you a weak ass dude? Woo woo. Sometimes we do things and we have to change our mind later. That wasn't a good decision. You know what I'm saying? But as a fan, I thought it was cool because I'm like, okay, he say this. Drake bound to come out with something slick. They was on tour together. And now I'm seeing Future and Metro Boomin finna drop another 18 tracks. And their song, that K Dot, through the shots or whatnot, that junk went platinum in 18 days. In 2024, that's hard to do for the rap game for sure. Any game, but definitely the rap game right now. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. All three of them great at what they do, right? Drake will go out here and make some Afro beats, some dance hall, then he'll start singing, and then he might start rapping. I don't know. Kendrick Lamar, he has some very dope introspective music, make you think. J. Cole, he do his move too. I can't say too much about him because I only know his hits. I'm not a J. Cole fan like that. Not that he's not, a good rapper. I mean, he ain't my cup of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? It's my shot of tequila. So shout out to everybody involved, man. Keep doing your thing. I don't understand. I saw Lil Duval tweet and say, how you bow out of a rap battle that you guaranteed not to die from. Like, I feel him, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, it's like, bro, is this real beef? Or is this just y'all talking? Like, I, for one, thought it was going to be great for the business. Vince Staples say it ain't great for business. So, hey, I'm going to let him be. Hey, he don't think it's good for his spirit. He say it's not in line with what God want him to do. He can't sleep. Okay. Moving on like player fly. This past Sunday, was a huge day in sports and entertainment, right? Huge day in sports and entertainment. We got to witness some historic things. I'm going to touch base on a couple of them. But as a wrestling fan, because y'all know, if you listen to my show enough, big fuck with the wrestling. I'm a big time, wrestling head, savant, historian, all of the above, not just WWEF, but WCW, NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions, the territory, Memphis Wrestling, stuff like that. I grew up on it. I was renting videos every week for about 2-3 years as a child. So I'm here to tell you, watching WrestleMania 40, the last 5 years now, WrestleMania has been a 2-night event. I think that's genius. The story of the bloodline seemingly being over. I say seemingly because it ain't. I think Roman Reigns, after losing to Cody and kind of passing the torch, so to speak, nah, it ain't over. They just signed another Fatu. They just signed another one. Give him some time. Now you got Reigns taking a couple months off. Is what, April. He'll be back for SummerSlam for sure. Won't be on TV for the next 3 months probably. Time to heal up. Time to get some rest. Time to take a break. Let Cody do his thing. But I will say this. That was probably the best storytelling that I've seen in the last 10 years. 10 years. Like, it's the long game. It's the long game with The Rock coming back, the final boss. Like, that is a genius title, by the way, the final boss. Anybody who grew up playing video games, the final boss is the final boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you get all the way to the end. You go through a couple of bosses, but the final boss, the most difficult boss, that's who The Rock became. So I like seeing that at 51 years old, he's still out there. He can still go give you a good story. Like the storytelling between him and Cody, Roman and The Rock, it all just, yeah, chef's kiss, man. Shout out to them. But that wasn't the only big thing in sports and entertainment, man. Uh, I enjoyed partially watching, because hey, She Got Game Memphis, we live and in effect. Let me just say that week 3 coming up, the Memphis Grizzlies what is the Memphis Athletic Ministries, or I'm messing it up, MAM in Memphis, in South Memphis. Y'all check us out, 3:00 Sundays. But I'm saying that to say I was at She Got Game during the South Carolina versus Iowa championship game. So I'm sneaking and watching some of the game on my phone. And man, it was great to see Don Staley and company complete an undefeated season, taking down the nation's best scorer, historically great scorer in Caitlin Clark, who, by the way, is going to be the number 1 pick of the WNBA draft coming up Monday night to the Indiana Fever. It's funny because last year, Aaliyah Boston was the number 1 pick from South Carolina, who lost to Caitlin Clark and Iowa in the Final Four. Fast forward, South Carolina beats Iowa in the championship game. Now Boston and Clark are about to be a dynamic duo in Indiana. I got to drive up to Indiana to catch a game. They're supposed to have 20-something, 90% of their games will be nationally televised, the Indiana Fever. Last season, they only had 1. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. Shout out to all the women across the board in any industry, right? Any industry, because right now you're seeing a paradigm shift. I was talking about wrestling a second ago. You've seen it in professional wrestling, like over the years, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, it was trash. They just wanted them out there to look good, showing their ass and titties. I'm just calling a spade a spade. They had great athletic women out there who could perform well, but they kept them in a certain space. For every Trish Stratus, there was, a Stacy Keibler. Beautiful, easy on the eyes, but not a performer in the ring. So, shout out to Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Trinity Fatu, aka Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Bailey. They put on great performances. So I'm saying that to say, shout out to all the women again across the board, doing their thing, getting they just do, even in music. You know what I'm saying? You see the women in hip hop, you see them making their move, you see them making music that are, hey, I listened to the new Glorilla EP. Hey, she go hard, bro. She go hard. She go hard. She go hard. So salute to them, man. But yes, Don Staley winning the 3rd national championship, undefeated season, they get back on Iowa. Raven Johnson stepping up big time on Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Caitlin had 30, but she took 28 shots. And when she was guarded by Raven Johnson, it was a long day in the office for her. I can tell you that much. It was a long day in the office. So, man, I'm happy for them. Go shout out to the Gamecocks. College men's basketball. Let's talk about that. Huh? Coach Cal going to Arkansas. Who saw that coming? I guess Cal, he heard the fans and folk talking all this and talking all that, and he said, you know what? To hell with all of y'all, I'm gone. I'm gone. This Tyson's chicken money and this Jerry Jones oil money, The bag is bigger in Arkansas. So we're going to take this. Come to find out, when he left Memphis, Arkansas wanted him then. But he had to take the Kentucky job, he said. Be careful what you wish for, Kentucky. That's all I'm going to say. But, I mean, whoever come in next can't be much worse. He lost to Oakland in this. That man lost to Oakland, bro. Fucked everybody brackets up. Fucked the brackets up and said, you know what, I'm gone. 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 Kind of like Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter. What's his name? Ippei Mizuhara. Yeah, gone. Probably gonna be going up the river. He got charged with wire fraud. $16 million he just stole allegedly from Shohei Ohtani over the years to fund his gambling problem. 16 million. I don't care how many M's I'm up. He might. I ain't gonna say it. I'm shit. God bless him. God bless him. That's all I'm gonna say. God bless him, man. He might need to be in witness protection. I mean protective custody. That's the word. Yeah, he might need to be in protective custody because 16 million. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. What else? NBA season wrapping up soon. I love that the Timberwolves are winning. I saw everything going on with the ownership situation. Looked like Glenn Taylor was about to sell. Then he decided not to sell because it looked like A-Rod and his business partner in their group was looking to cut payroll. You know how that go now. Because they winning right now. Yeah, they winning right now. But you cut their payroll down. What you gonna do? Trade Rudy Gobert? You gonna what? Talk to me now. You gonna trade Rudy Gobert? You gonna trade Anthony Edwards? You can't do that. You gonna trade Cat now? Like, what you doing? You gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to play. That's all I'm saying. You gotta pay to play. So we're gonna see how this turn out. What else? Oh man, somewhat controversial. RIP shout out. Actually, no. I didn't know the man personally. I know he was a Hall of Famer. I love watching him on It Is What It Is podcast with Cam and Mace and Miss Treasure. I loved hearing his perspective on football. I liked him in the movies. Orenthal James Simpson, aka OJ, aka the Juice, aka if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Passed away today from a bout with prostate cancer, which I didn't even know he was suffering from. So, salute to him and his family. Nothing negative, no puns, no jabs, none of that over here. Because hey, the brother went to trial. This American justice system found him not guilty. Hey, after that, it really is what it is. I can't speak on that like all he did. I wasn't there. And depending on who you ask, it definitely wasn't him. But that's another story for another day. But Hall of Famer, beloved by a lot, I'm sure. Begrudged by a lot, I'm also sure. But that's life, right? Everybody ain't gonna love you, everybody ain't gonna hate you, and it don't really matter who does or who doesn't. Because what you think of me ain't none of my business. And I got to act accordingly. You know, I can't live my life. We can't live our lives worried about what nobody else thinking. It's all about what we think of ourselves. The positive thoughts and the negative thoughts. You got to get those negative thoughts out your head. Got to bring more positivity into your brain, man. You can't be out here worried about the next person. You feel me? Love yourself. If you don't love nobody else, I used to say that all the time to end my shows. I think that's a good way to to end this one. So yeah, y'all stay dangerous, stay safe. And I ain't gonna take that long no more. I got some things I'm working on dealing with. But we gonna keep the heat coming. What my boy Randall say, come at the boy, come at the kid. I'm the one with the heat. I was talking about what's her name? If you watching this on YouTube, you ain't gonna hear this, but if you listening on the audio, you're gonna hear this right here. We're gonna leave with a little Glorilla today. You know what I'm saying? Peace.